Hey everyone, I wanted to get on here today to talk a little bit about the importance of expressing yourself. Expressing your truest self without any filters, without any biases, letting that judgment go and actually showing who you truly are. Because as we go along on this journey and we're understanding and we're learning more about ourselves, we have to be able to understand that we have to express ourselves in order to understand more about ourselves. If you're always, hiding who you are and not actually being who you are out in the public or even at home, because people like to put on a facade, they like to put on a mask and not be who they are, whether or not it's from the programs that you had from your childhood or the programs from society. You don't want to express yourself, or you're scared to express yourself, that fear of expressing yourself. You have to be able to express yourself in order to learn what's going on. Because if you're not actually expressing yourselves out here on a daily basis and consistently, you're not going to learn the different things and that you need to learn in order to be your truest self. You're not going to learn how you can truly express yourself, because you might be expressing yourself one way and you're saying, okay, yeah, this is who I am. But then you have those doubts, you have those, those thoughts of, no, maybe this is not who I'm supposed to be. You start getting that feeling from within yourself. You get that feeling from your spiritual being of what in your higher self of what's going on, and you want to actually be able to make those changes. Well, if you're not expressing yourself, you're not going to be able to find those things out. It's all about trial and error, and part of expressing yourself is also talking to other spiritual beings, talking to other people about the ideas that you have, talking to others about, what you understand, their understanding, and sharing these different perspectives, and then taking those perspectives and actually building on it and acting on it and learning from it. If you ever want to talk to somebody, you can always hit me up. You can direct message me here on Instagram, or you can even send me a message on my website or book a one-on-one call. But it's important to talk to somebody, and it's also important to talk to somebody who has a different perspective than you, because there's a big phrase, steel sharpens steel. Somebody else who is on their path, somebody else who is learning and experiencing and going through these different experiences is going to be able to help you go through different experiences because they offer a different perspective. And at the same time, you're going to help them be able to go through different experiences because you have a different perspective. And the more perspectives that you have on things, the more options that you have, the less limits that you put on yourself. And then that also lessens the amount of stuff that stops you from truly expressing yourself. It lessens that fear, that anxiety, that depression of you not living to your truest standard. It'll lessen that feeling within you of being stifled, of being, say, so caught up that you don't understand what's going on, and you start being confused about what's going on around you. And I've seen this happen to multiple people. This has happened to me, multiple times throughout my journey, And when I say my journey, I mean my entire physical life that I've been here, at least this time around. Because, if you think about, how people say there's different incarnations and different things, because energy never dies, it never goes away. It's just transferred into a different form, So my energy has been here before. Your energy has been here before. What form it was in, we don't know. What form is it going to continue being in next? We don't know. But you have to be able to express yourself for what you are doing in this time. You have to be able to express yourself and understand exactly what you want out of this system, and express yourself in order to live free. Because if you're not expressing yourself and you start bottling it up, that's when a lot of things can happen. Depression, anxiety, a lot of anger, frustration, stress, all these things can happen when you're not being able to express yourself in your truest form. And, I went through depression for a long time in my life. And because I wasn't expressing myself, I wasn't able to, go out there and tell people, not even tell people, because that's not even a big thing. I wasn't able to go out there and just be me, and truly be me and express myself in my truest and fullest self, without that judgment. And I'm not talking about the judgment from others. I'm talking about the judgment that you put on yourself. Because when you're in those mindsets, you probably judge yourself more than anybody else out here will. And you have to understand that it's okay that you're in that mindset right now, but you have to learn from it. You have to be able to express yourself to yourself, have that conversation with yourself, in order to pull yourself through and understand why you're feeling this way, what's coming from it, and how can I, change it. Are there different, practices that I can do? Is there different, experiences that I can have in order to, change what's happening, in the now? Things that I can do for myself, without relying on somebody else. Even though sometimes you do need that help, the outside help, because again, it offers that different perspective. But you can also find these perspectives within yourself. So take some time to really think about it. Are you expressing yourself? Are you truly letting yourself shine the way that you're supposed to? Are you letting everything about yourself just be out there and open? And I'm not saying that you want to just be so open that you're gullible and you're just taking whatever anybody's saying as truth and as, hard fact. What I'm saying is to be completely open to being yourself, completely open to not caring about what people think about you, not caring about what society has in store for you, but truly expressing what you have in store for yourself, what you understand about yourself. Because once you start understanding these things and you start expressing yourself in that fullest aspect, you start getting that confidence within yourself. You see how I'm getting a little pumped up right now about it? It's because I'm expressing myself. I'm understanding that this is what I'm meant to be doing in this moment. So you're going to have those moments where you truly want to express yourself, that you want to be able to show yourself. It's not even showing the world. You want to show yourself exactly what you have. You want to show yourself that the work that you've been putting in is paying off. You want to show yourself that everything that you've been doing is exactly what it was supposed to be, because it's brought you to where you are right now. It's brought you in this present moment in order to learn more about yourself, in order to learn more about what's going to happen in the future, to learn more about what you can do out here in this system and in this world. But you cannot do that if you don't understand yourself. You don't start expressing yourself on a daily, consistent basis. Now, this might take some time. You might have to start with little baby steps. You might have to start with little steps and little things, here and there, in order to end up fully expressing yourself, because it can be a big thing. It can be intimidating. There could be a lot of fear involved with expressing yourself. But fear is not a bad thing. It's just showing us in ways that we can better understand ourselves. It's showing us different ways that we can grow, different ways that we can better ourselves in order to what? Truly express ourselves. So take your time and see whether or not you're expressing yourself and how you can express yourself, as your truest self. And then, hey, you might find something out.